We finally made it to the end of the year, and you guys know we have to top things off with my top 10 best sneaker releases of 2022. And I wanted to bless y'all this video today on a special day and wish everybody out there a Merry Christmas, a Happy Kwanzaa, and a Happy Hanukkah, and any other holiday that you may be spending over this past couple of weeks now. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight to today's video, man. Let's get it. Coming in at number 10, we have the Louis Vuitton Off-White Nike collaboration. Now, I know some of y'all are already pissed off. You're already out. You don't exit the video. Let me explain. I've had a lot of words and a lot of thoughts on this collaboration in general. I think it's a fabulous collaboration. I think it is one of the best collaborations out there. One of the best sneakers that released this year. But my main issue, as I've always stated, and I stated before on the video I did with Kais, Seth, Harrison, and Bull, is that this shoe was unattainable. Looking forward in 5 years from now, 10 years from now, I've been doing this for 10 years, right? When I look back and I see a sample or I see a shoe that released 5, 6 years, 6, 7 years ago that was friends and family or, just very, very extremely limited, or like a Dornbecker or this stuff that people normally don't get their hands on, I'm not really like, oh man, because at the same time, not everybody had that equal opportunity to get their hands on that. In order to get this shoe, you pretty much had to have a Louis Vuitton store in your vicinity and then have the Louis Vuitton money, and then the Louis Vuitton store that you live by had to have that shoe. Like, you had to jump through so many hoops to get your hands and obtain this shoe. Because on the resale market, some of these shoes are going for $250,000. I'm sorry. But if you're spending $250,000, unless you're a billionaire,
you got your goddamn money. That's a house. That's a house.
Not a car, that's a house. So to each his own. However, I do feel the need to put this on the top 10 list of 2022 because it will go down as one of the best sneakers that released. And for some people out there, it might be your top one. It's definitely a legendary shoe. Rest in peace to Virgil. Off-White collaboration. It's just, the main thing is I don't treat and look at this shoe as a general release. Even a limited release, I don't look at it like that. I look at it almost as a friends and family, a sample of 101. That's how I look at this shoe when it comes to this shoe. And for that reasoning, I put it so high on the list. And yes, there's gonna be some other shoes on this list that are limited as well and resell for a lot as well, but none come close to the Off-White. The shoe retail for $2,000. I'm pretty sure shoes on this list, none of them are even gonna resell for that $2,000. Just keep that in mind. I think it's 2,000, maybe it's 1,000, 2,000, whatever it is. Probably the most expensive shoe on this list might be like 1,000, 1,500, but you're gonna be paying 20 racks to get a Louis Vuitton collab. So yeah, to each his own. Coming in at number 9, we have the Joe Fresh Goods and New Balance 9060. And if I had to pick a colorway, I would say that it's the Penny Cookie Pink, the Pink Panther Poisse. Now, I've been unable to obtain this shoe. I really, really love what Joe Fresh is doing. I love the fact that New Balance is jumping in the hoops and getting involved more and more into the community. And I feel like the sneaker community, when I mean that, I mean like the people on Twitter, the people on YouTube, the people on Instagram, the real-time sneakerheads, the people that are jumping in and boxing each and every week for these shoes out here. They're becoming a part of the culture. Some people hate to use that term, but in my opinion, hey, it is what it is. I just appreciate the fact that New Balance is doing that because I'm gonna be honest, and there's no shade, but I do feel like brands like Saucony kind of have lost that type of momentum. I haven't been seeing Saucony jump in and get their hands wet with these collabs. Like, they had the opportunities, and Saucony, I just haven't, they've been very quiet lately, I have to say. Back to New Balance. I love what Joe Fresh is doing. I love this colorway. I love this collab. And I love the look. Unfortunately, I was unable to get my hands on these, and the resale on these are a little high up. So it might be a little bit more time until I actually do that, or your boy just might wait till get my hands on another. There's gonna be other Joe Fresh collabs coming in 2023, 2024. Joe Fresh is not going anywhere. So I can wait. I can take my time and I can grab a pair down the road. But I gotta say, man, Joe Fresh, you knocked it out the park, and it's dope seeing you make it on this list. I've met you in person. I've bought your merch from SneakerCon days. You came a long way, man, so salutes. Coming in at number 8, definitely one of my favorite releases of the year personally, and that would be the Nike Dunk Low Jackie Robinson. This was probably, in my opinion, bro, I mean, you got the Orange Lobsters that just recently released, but let's be honest, right? The Orange Lobsters dropped recently. They haven't been sitting and like building up. You feel me? So it's kind of hard to say necessarily that I choose those over something like this that's been around for the whole entire year to garner that type of, I hate to use the word hype, but even hype is still there for it. The demand, that's a better phrase, is demand for this shoe. The shoe overall though, quality, craftsmanship, everything about it is A1 steak sauce. Now, can I be honest? I got rid of that shoe. And I made a regret buying. I might even make a regret selling, and I've done this before because that's a shoe that I regret selling, and I feel stupid about it. There's a lot of shoes I regret selling at the end of the day just as much as I regret buying, and that's one of them out there. These definitely are top notch. They look great on feet. The colors pop. Panties drop non-stop. Give some of that bopped on the top. You feel me? And Jackie Robinson, the whole entire shoe is a blessing. You know, it's nice, beautiful, great meaning, great theme, everything about it. Nike Dunk knocked it out the park. And I want to say that might be the top Nike Dunk on this list right here. Coming in at number 7, we have the Jordan 1 Georgetown. Check these bad boys out right here. Can I be honest? I haven't worn these yet. Still haven't worn them. Still haven't put them on feet. That's the problem with me, and that's why I get rid of so much stuff at the end of the day. These are still in factory laced. Well, actually, I did wear them in the review. That being said, though, I think this was probably the best high, the OG high type of Jordan that released this year. There hasn't been that many colorways out there, in my opinion. I wish they would have done this with the Lost and Founds, but they didn't. But it's all good. It's all gravy. This is, though, of course, a sample that was reintroduced to the general public and re-released as a general shoe in some sorts, but it was very hard to get your hands on. $200, premium cuts and leathers and all that, and high top formation. I love this shoe. This is a hard daddy nutsack material on the leather though, but definitely something that can break in. And one thing that's good about holding off on shoes and like not wearing this is that when I start wearing this, everybody else's pairs will be beat to the ground by then or probably gone, who knows. But Georgetown, ooh, I can catch it better. Number 8, lovely. Lovely piece of work right there, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Coming in at number 6, we have the Jordan 4 Military Black. Now, this has been a shoe that I've, for some time, have been contemplating getting rid of, not keeping. But I got to give it up to the Military Black as being probably the most like wearable shoe of the year. We have the Pandas, of course, that have re-retroed, and some people are even putting the Pandas on this list. I just did not feel like doing it because it released last year. This is the Jordan Panda of the year. Colors are just so subtle, white and black with a little bit of gray on the top of that, you know, on that little toe box. But in my opinion, it's a great wearable shoe that you can wear, and if you wear and get dirty, it still looks good with age. And it's a shoe that it's a reseller's dream at the end of the day. It just has a lot of demand for it. This shoe has been bought and sold out constantly and restocked and sold out over and over and over and over. But this shoe, in my opinion, may be some people's favorite shoe of the year. I really do like the shoe, and that's one reason why I've kept it, and I think I'll keep it down in the long run just because it's a 4. I have cement, you know, white cements. I do have the Jordan 4 bread, and this kind of like brings it together where if I want to wear a white and black 4, I have that option now. I do want the military blue. I'm still waiting on that Nike, but this military black does its justice, and in my opinion, it's very nice. It's very nice. It's very dandy, so you know, it is what it is. I like it. I love it. I think this might be a top for a lot of people out there, so let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section about the military black, because I want to know. Coming in at number 5, we have the Kobe 6 Mamba Sita. Now, you remember that? I wanted this shoe on that list. I had to put that shoe on that list. I had issues because people wanted to say if it was a regular Kobe and this and that, and I understand all the thoughts and opinions there, but this shoe, the actual meaning behind it, which is very similar to Virgil and the off-white, so I'm not gonna try to be a hypocrite here, right? But this was possibly going to be the last Kobe ever released by Nike. Let's not forget that. When this released, this was the supposedly, like, we saw the images and that's what it was, and they weren't even gonna release, and then things happened where they were gonna release, and then I believe, and I could be wrong, correct me in the comment section, guys, but didn't the contract with Nike and Vanessa Bryant get signed after this release? They did. I think they agreed to do this drop. They agreed to sell this shoe, but it was no like actual contract signed, and then the contract got signed later on. I could be wrong here, but I think that's how it went. Regardless of the fact, this was the last colorway that we were presented with, and we almost did not even have the opportunity to buy the shoe. But then that came. The release itself was very, very extremely limited, close to that of the Louis Vuitton. You know, the way it was, I had no opportunity to get the shoe. There was no opportunity to get the shoe at retail. However, if I want to go and buy that shoe right now, I can go and get the shoe. It's not hard. One reason why I didn't get the shoe, and I had the opportunity of getting the shoe for I think $300 to $500. I can't remember the price, but I had that opportunity. But the reason why I took out on it is because I learned later on that it wasn't going to be the last, and that we were going to get more Kobe's. However, the storytelling, the Mamba Sita, Gigi, Kobe, the whole Mamba Sita foundation, everything about this shoe, everything about what's going on with this shoe and the meaning behind it made it a very special shoe, in my humble opinion. Shoes, when it comes to top and best releases, it don't have to always look. It's looks and story. Those things go head in head. The look on this is, you know, it's definitely a good looking shoe. It's a Kobe 6, which I think, in my opinion, is one of the best models out there. It's very basic though, black and white. But look at the Jordan 4 metallic black. it's just as good. You know, black and white on the Jordan 4. Color on the model, those are good things, but the story, you can't go wrong with that. The same thing. Virgil, the off-white, story's amazing. The model and colorways are amazing too, but it's not even a shoe that's even accessible in any shape or form. And resale is not even accessible. It's just not happening. Coming in at number 4, we have the Jordan 3 Fire Red. And I gotta stand on it, bro. Y'all can sit here and cap, and let me tell you something. I've been doing this for 10 years. I can say that now. I've been doing YouTube for 10 years. Some of y'all come in here, new people, salute all the new people. I want y'all new people to come. I want y'all to rock with me, but let me explain something to y'all. Don't ever call me on no hype beast, all right? I've been doing this more than likely longer than you on this YouTube platform. People come in here and see me do the little, hype here and there, picking up something that's a little bit limited here and there. They think that I'm a hype beast. They don't know that I'm a straight up sneakerhead first. I indulge in the hype second. I do like the hype though, don't get me wrong. I'll admit to it. The OGs and the thoughts and opinions and the foundations of shoes, I can't put all these colorways ahead that are brand new and hyped up and all that, but then forget about the ones that really started it all. The classics that really started it all. There's a shoe colorway on here, in my opinion, that I kind of am upset a little bit, and you guys might even be like, yo, Tony, where's it at? But this shoe released this year as well, Jordan 12 Playoff. It didn't make the list though. It was just a weird release. I believe that released this year. With that being said, the Fire Red 3, bro, is an iconic shoe. For me, it was one of the first shoes that I did on this channel. Like I got it back in 2013. I believe it was 2013 when I got that shoe for retail. But the Fire Red back then that dropped was black. It was just a different shoe. This is the closest we've gotten to that original model. And there's certain colorways that I'm going to always put above the others. You give me a Cherry 13, a Bread 13, a Jordan 4 Bread, a Jordan 3 White Cement, the Reimagines that's dropping, those are gonna be probably on that next year's list. You start throwing those classics that Jordan wore, you're gonna automatically make my list. You're gonna make my balls swell up, okay? It gets me hard. It is what it is. I'm a classics man. I want to go after the things that represent my childhood and represent the true folklore of the shoe. The Fire Red 3 is one of those. White Cement, Black Cement, and Fire Reds are the top, the granddaddy nutsacks of the Jordan 3, and I gotta put that on that list. And sorry for my little rant. Moving on. Coming in at number 3, we have the Travis Scott, the Jordan 1 Low Travis Scott Reverse Mocha. In my opinion, bro, this could be 2 or 3. They're like kind of head and head. Maybe it's me being a little bit biased. I actually like the Mocha Low more than all the other all the other lows that dropped from Travis Scott, the white and blue and black one, and then the green, brown, whatever it was, all that. I like this Mocha the most, and I only own that one. Here we go with the hype beast comments. Let me explain something to you. I own Jordan 4 Travis Scott, Air Force 1 Travis Scott, and the Mocha Low Travis Scott. I might own something else as well, but you might have to stay tuned for that. I only own about 3 of them, okay? I don't have any of I don't have the 6s, the Jordan 1s that originally released, or any of the Jordan highs. So I got a little bit here and there. I really like this colorway a lot. I like the way the shoe looks, the way the shoe sits on the pants. I like everything about it. Definitely was a hyped up release. There's some other Travises that released this year, but in my opinion, this is my favorite one, and I'm just gonna keep it at that and stand on my ground. It's white and brown. I'm a fan of selling brown. I'm a fan of mocha brown shoes. You guys know me. I'm a fan of brown stuff, When it comes to brown stuff, I get down with stuff, you feel me? It is what it is. I just love the color brown, and that's just how I get down, like Charlie Brown, you feel me? So coming at number 3, Travis Scott. Coming in at number 2, we have the Jordan 4 Ma Maniere. This might be number 1 for a lot of y'all out. No, I don't think so. If it's number 1, I mean, it's hey, no shots, no bad feelings, but yeah, you might be smoking on some penicillin weed, you feel me? Once again, model, look, story. It's limited a little bit. Yeah, it was a little limited. Not as limited as a Louis Vuitton. So I know you guys are gonna keep wanting to push that. Like, man says limited. Nah, it ain't. Nothing is Louis Vuitton limited, okay? You can still get this shoe. Might cost you a couple hundreds. Let's see how much you're going for. If you wanna buy this shoe right now, it says $410. That's before the taxes and fees. So still not equivalent to the $20,000 you'll spend on a fucking pair of Ma Manieres. Or my bad, Off-Whites. So just stop. Don't even comment about it, okay? Don't even try it. There's no comparison of the two. We have another Ma Maniere, black owned, in stores in Atlanta. I love the store Ma Maniere. I love the store's social status. And they usually always have some nice stuff sitting around, you feel me? Whitaker's been doing his Thug Thizzle. I've had my little statements here and there, I would love to see some different things possibly coming in the forefront for them though in 2023. They're gonna be dropping the 12s in white and burgundy and black and burgundy, or wine, Bordeaux, whatever you wanna call this. I think they call it a violet ore. I love this color. I love it, However, I would just like to probably see some, different colors, but I don't think we're gonna get that. And that's just me being, this is nice, this is a nice little match. That's just my opinion. My opinion don't matter to somebody that's doing well already. They're killing it, doing what they're doing, so don't fix something that's, not broken. So keep doing your thug thizzle. I own the 1s, I own the 3s, and now I own the 4s. And I plan on owning the 12s at the end of the day. I just would like to see some differences with this purple, but I think we're just gonna continuously get it, and you know, it is what it is. I think they did very well with the 3s. That purple is a little bit less. It's not even really a purple. It's more like a brown purple or something. It's a little odd. What this stands for, what the shoe's all about, I'm all for it. I like it, I love it, and yeah, number 2. Coming in at number 1, you already know what it is, man. The Jordan 1 Lost and Found. Everything about this shoe, from the storytelling, the looks, the creativity, and the thought process that went along with the shoe from Jordan Brand, I got to give it up to them, because at the end of the day, I keep it 100. Like, I'll knock Jordan Brand or I'll talk good about them. The whole entire bodega, the receipt, the paper on the inside, the cracked leather, and all that is A1. Now, salute to my brother, Seth Fowler. I actually watched a little bit of his video, and he made a great point. Seth said, kind of weird though, that Jordan Brand would pay homage to the mom and pop shops with this shoe when they have been getting rid of a lot of the mom and pop shops from this in general. You know, they cut down a lot of that. That's just something I thought, and I heard him say, and I was like, yeah, you know, you're right, Seth. You kind of are right. It's kind of weird. But nevertheless, you know, at the end of the day, I think that this shoe will go down for a long time in history because of what it looks like. You'll know the difference between this shoe and any other Jordan 1 Chicago that's set to release. This is what it is. This one in particular will be known for years to come, and I don't think we'll be seeing something like this in a very long time. I don't see how Jordan Brand can re-retro a special shoe like that, and just such a, they might do like this regular Chicago, but look at this shoe, then look at the previous shoe before that, which was the Trophy Room, and then even before that, like I said, 2015, you had the other Chicago, then you had the patent breads. It's just a lot. Now, patent Chicagos, I would love those. Still waiting on that, by the way, Jordan Brand. Patent 1 Chicagos. You'll take my money again. Even the Spider-Mans, they look just like the Spider-Man ones that came out not that long ago. Another version of the Chicago. We've been getting those iterations over and over. So with that being said, it might be a long time coming until we see that again. Let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions. Comment down below your top 5, top 3. I want to know it. I want to see it. Let me know your opinions on my list, and I love y'all, and I appreciate y'all, and I'm going to see y'all on the next one, man. It's your boy, Tonyd2wild. I'm checking in. I'm checking out. Peace.